people, good afternoon. Guess who's back? You guys miss me, I know. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Really appreciate all the love and support. 2,000 subscribers. We have reached that through the international boring break. I still gonna have to thank every single one of you, but we'll do that at the end of this stream. But yeah, so far Arsenal 3, Leeds 0. We're gonna be doing the match review straight after. And also we will be talking about City against Liverpool, and they have a 3 o'clock kickoff as well. And we're just going to bring a lot of stuff. So I'm sure you're looking for at least maybe 2 hour stream. And with me, I've got a Liverpool supporter. It's not the best day to be on, but look, man, it's what it is. Anyways, but man,
I'm
how
good.
much did you miss? How much did you miss that? I mean, apart from Leeds just scored, by the way. Come on, Leeds! Vamos, carajo! Vamos, Leeds! Come on, let's go, Leeds! Come on! Vamos, carajo! Vamos!
Yeah, just the moment.
Yes! Come on, Leeds!
Come on, everyone in the chat.
Let me just quickly change the score on this one.
No, just guys, look, we were just discussing.
The goal quickly.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh.
Harrison.
Clean sheet scored.
Ooh. Did the ball deflect on?
Wow.
Yeah, let me just quickly change the picture and start the title. Big up to everyone, people. Anyways, keep smashing the like on this stream. Bring the likes up. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if Arsenal's going to win the title. Yes or no. Vamos. Come on, Leeds. 50 minutes ago. Come on, Leeds.
We were backstage. We were backstage, yeah? Now, I'm just saying, we were back. Remember, we were backstage and we said we're doing the wrong games. Well, you know, it's at home.
Well, Leeds keep going. Look, another cross in the box. Come on, Leeds. Vamos, Leeds.
This made my day.
Come on, Leeds. It would be nice if Leeds could get a goal now.
Come on, Leeds. Make it 3-2.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Don't let
Arsenal clear out, Ben White.
Arsenal panicking.
Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Anyways, really appreciate all the love and support. People, keep smashing the like on this stream, please. Make sure you let me know in a live chat if you think Arsenal is going to win the Premier League. Yes or no? I'm not changing my predictions. My predictions has been City to win the league.
You know what?
Before the season start and every weekend.
I know I can't change my prediction, but I may have to change Man City. But I'm sick because I looked at that game versus Liverpool. Yeah, they just absolutely control. They bossed that game. So we're going to dive more into after this game. But I just want to say, Man City deserve the win, man. But we're delving more to it after.
So. Is that a corner? Yeah, corner for Leeds now, by the way.
Come on,
everyone, people. Leave your thoughts in a live chat. Vamos.
Arsenal panicking, guys. Arsenal panicking.
Right, corner for Leeds. It would be nice if Leeds could get a second goal now. Put pressure on Arsenal for the last 10 minutes. From a dead game. Ooh, Ben White clear out.
It could be an interesting one now, guys.
Saka, come on, Leeds. Ben White again. Ben White clear out. Yes, people, keep smashing the like on this stream. Make sure if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Really appreciate the love and support. Leave your thoughts in a live chat. And vamos.
Defend that, Leeds. No. Yes, Melier. If Leeds can get that second goal, wow, we have it.
That second goal, 5 minutes before the end.
They need to score.
They might have. Leeds just lost the ball in here. Odegaard.
Look at the
inside the box. Odegaard, well played. Martin. Ooh, clear out, Leeds.
Lemmy from Hamburg. Come on. Lemmy from Hamburg.
Ooh, guess who's back in a live chat, baby? Guess who's back in a live chat, baby? Hello, my lovely friends. Been off for a few days. Wow. We also have been off, you know.
It's not.
You deserve, Football Ferreira deserve a day off. Well, I had more than one day off.
But I
had only done one stream in this boring international break. But I'm back again. Look, back with a big one, right? City 4, Liverpool 1.
No.
Me. You might not gonna like me anymore because you both support Liverpool. But look.
We deserve the banter today. I'm not going to dispute that. But
Liverpool was shocking again.
Look, we're going to dive more into that.
Well, Liverpool today, that was basically that. Liverpool has been this season. That
Yeah.
was Liverpool this
Yeah,
season
but
today.
we're gonna discuss more after the game.
We will. Straight after the Arsenal Leeds, we're going to be doing also the review for the City and Liverpool and the
Painful.
3 o'clock kickoff
And
games as well. There's been an exciting game. I watched a bit of
relegation.
Brighton against Brentford.
What a game! What a game that has been.
You see, I always pick the wrong game, right?
Bombshells! Bournemouth have scored versus Fulham. That
The
makes it.
Bournemouth is winning 2-1 then.
Oh, Bournemouth. Bournemouth are back in this. They are rolling. Oh, Forest. Wait, Palace and Leicester drawing, by the way. Palace and Leicester.
Yeah, it's 1-0 as well. I've just checked it.
That's a massive game.
Arsenal in here. By the way, people, Gabriel Jesus back, baby. 2 goals for the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Clear it, Leeds. Clear it. What are you doing?
Right.
No, just clear it.
Martinelli in here.
Just clear it, Leeds, man.
If Leeds can get a goal, right? Another goal, 5 minutes before the 90th minute, I think Leeds can put pressure on Arsenal.
It depends how much
injury time. The box, Leeds clear it out.
Come on, Leeds, man. I expect
clear it out, Leeds. Leeds in the counter-attack now. Yes, people, make sure you smash the like on this stream, please. Do a massive favor. 5 people watching. Bring the likes up. Really appreciate the love and support. Cannot thanks you guys enough. Look, like I said, I have reached 2,000 subscribers after 10 months. I know I put a lot of hard work into it, but look, the support has been absolutely amazing. I know a lot of you take the piss of me, you know, because of my accent, the way I say some words and stuff. But remember, in here is always facts, right? In here is always the real football knowledge, like you don't see anywhere else. In here is fact. By the way, let me follow Berg says Liverpool cannot compete this season. Facts, very true. Like I said, today Liverpool, it was Liverpool this season, right?
Yeah.
And we have to see if Klopp can say for next season. And we go again. You're gonna have to spend a little bit of money. That's for sure.
At this point, I don't blame Klopp with this. I
don't blame Klopp as well.
This is the owners. Owners need to back him this summer, otherwise he's gonna call them out. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, we can't compete, and this is why we should have bought a midfielder this January and the summer, and we didn't. So this is our fault. This is the owner's fault, and I feel like Klopp did the right thing today. He did the perfect football counter attack. Obviously, I'm annotating the game now. I shouldn't be annotating the game.
We'll be talking straight after the Arsenal. Once we do the Arsenal review,
which has been a
but people, look, if you want us to be in here, make sure you smash the like. Bring your likes up. Come on, people. There's going to be a lot to be talking about today. A lot to be talking.
Relegation battle, guys. Top 4 and a title. There's a lot.
But make sure you bring the likes up, please. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Come on. Let's see if I can reach 10,000 subscribers until the end of the year. That's my next goal. I know it's not going to be easy. Life is not easy, but remember, keep going. Giving up is not a solution. And you know, with Football Ferreira, anything is possible. And I'm sure I will get that. You watch me, 10,000 subscribers until the end of the year. The hate is not going to like. They love it. Too many jealous people out there. They can hate seeing Football Ferreira succeed. Vamos, muchachos. Vamos, Arsenal. Come on, Leeds. Well, Arsenal's slowing the game now. Right, Ben White in here. Saka. Surprised that Saka started the game in a bench today. It was shocking. Odegaard. What a cross. 4-1. What a goal by Arsenal. 4-1. What a goal by Arsenal. What a cross. What a header by Xhaka. What a goal by Arsenal. Absolutely beautiful. From a team that, guys, let's be honest, Arsenal's been absolutely brilliant in the Premier League this season. Let's confirm, you know, with the VAR is always dodgy, so let's see what's going to happen. But what a play by Arsenal. What a play. Right, in here we can see it better.
Oh, it's 4-1. 4-1.
Saka, Odegaard. What a ball from Odegaard.
I
What
missed
a
the
goal
goal.
and what a head as well.
Shaka.
4-1 Arsenal. What
Game
a
done.
goal. Game is over. Well, it was over already. It
We
was bloody over, my friend.
There
It
was
was
hope.
just over a long time ago, unfortunately.
Oh, breaking news! Wolves scored as well. 1-1. It's
1-1
1-1.
against Nottingham Forest.
Oh,
And what a goal. What a finish. What a cross by Odegaard. What a header by Xhaka. Wow.
Yeah, you know what? Arsenal, as much as we hate on Arsenal, they've
Arsenal's
been.
making 2 changes now as well.
How's my FPL going? I need to check that actually. Come on. I actually counted that. Oh, I got 20 points. Ben White got me 8 points. I captained Saka, man. So annoying. He didn't play. I said, why didn't you play Saka, man? I needed you to play Saka, but he didn't play, sadly.
And I was surprised. We're going to talk about that because I was surprised that he actually dropped.
They don't have a game midweek, do they? I don't think they do.
I don't. Yeah, you're not playing enough.
No, they haven't. They haven't got a game midweek. So why?
We're going to check Arsenal next few games.
They got. Oh, they faced us next, I think, at Anfield. Okay, I'm ready. I'm not ready for that terror we're gonna get, but I don't know. We do turn up at Anfield, though. That's what I will say.
You know, Liverpool will beat Arsenal. I'm telling you right now. We're going to be talking about that. I'm telling you, Liverpool will beat Arsenal.
No. Don't get him. Don't.
I'm telling you. You know, when I say something, my brother, listen, I'm telling you.
You know what?
I'm telling you that.
I kind of agree with that comment, to be fair. That comment. I actually agree with that comment you just did. That's actually true, to be fair.
Right, we're just waiting for full time, basically. Let me just quickly go in a live chat.
I agree with that comment, yeah, because that is the truth. Where are you?
Right, let me just quickly go through the live chat now.
Oh, Arsenal, man, they could make it 5. Hope.
Lemmy says he blends Klopp to a bit because he don't change formation.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I get what he's trying to say. Make it back 3 with Trey, go to midfield, back 4 with Trey. Don't work
back
this
3 doesn't
season.
work. Back 3 won't work with us. I do agree with the Trent going midfield a bit, but I agree. I do blame Klopp a bit, but it's not all on him. It's not all. I'd say it's some a bit. You could have changed system, but I do blame the owners for most of the season. But look, Klopp is a blame for a little bit, not changing system. But what can he do with these players, man? Like what with these players that are done? They're not finished, but they're knackered. We need new energy. So big summer's needed. Owners need to back him really badly this summer. If they don't, we're done next season. So we really need backing this summer.
And he says that we're gonna go through that. He says,
yeah, see what quality.
City is a quality. To be fair, yeah. I mean, come on, City's squad is unbelievable. Everyone was worried about highlights not playing, and I was like, Alvarez, come on, you guys know Alvarez is my boy.
That's why I didn't write City off after the whole.
Alvarez is my boy, man. How good is Alvarez? We will be talking about that anyway.
Why
are we just waiting for this boring game to be finished now?
Awesome. Why do you have to make every stream we do?
Well, boring Leeds United.
You know what? I swear, Arsenal are annoying, man. We do Arsenal streams thinking they'll be exciting. Arsenal always kill this excitement. Like, create a mistake, Arsenal. But Arsenal, they've got some tough games coming up. Hopefully, we're gonna review that after. I hope they get some tough games.
They still have to play away to City, away to Liverpool. They still have to play Chelsea as well.
And they would want to ruin the Arsenal, of course. It's their rival, so look, and Newcastle as well. They got a Newcastle, remember? So
they still have to play Newcastle as well. So I mean, look, there's not an easy game in football
because
especially in the Premier League.
There's no easy games anymore because there's relegation. There's teams fighting for their lives. They're gonna be up for it when you face them. That's why
where it becomes even harder to play against teams like fighting for their lives at this stage of the season.
Because that's why you would rather face teams like Villa, who are not fighting for anything. That's the only thing that's not fighting for anything. So that's a team you would want to face, Villa. They're a decent team because they don't fight for anything. So, Lee, just end the game, man. This is so boring. Arsenal, why are you so boring, Arsenal? Like, you know.
Leeds is gonna struggle. I still think Leeds
I think, yeah, I
gonna
think
stay up, but they will definitely
I don't know
struggle.
because as it stands, Leeds are on the same points as Everton, but goal difference is leading the way.
Mhm.
So Everton got Tottenham as well. So Everton,
Yeah, Monday night.
I think they'll beat Tottenham. I think they probably will, but you never know, do you? So
Right, 4 minutes extra time, almost 1 minute gone. We just want
finally,
this rubbish to be over now.
Arsenal, man. I swear, our last 2 streams with Arsenal has just been Arsenal dominating. Like
I always seems to pick the wrong game because every time I pick an Arsenal game, is that I want Arsenal to lose, to drop
they
points,
just won't.
but
And then we
the
should.
fuckers don't seem
Oh
to
my
drop
God!
points.
It's 3-3. Brighton and Brentford. What a game! We should have
So,
that. What the hell is that game?
yes, Lemmy Fromberg
Yeah.
says, question, was there a penalty for 1-0 Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus.
It was definitely a penalty. Silly one, very, very silly from Leeds right back.
What a game, Matoma, man! What a game,
Well
Brighton.
played from Gabriel Jesus. Very, very good play from Gabriel Jesus. He
And
was the player that won the penalty as well.
And now Liverpool at 8 as it stands. This is painful. This is really bad, honestly. Oh my God. We're not focusing on Liverpool right now, but we will be focused on Liverpool soon. I don't want to focus on them, but I have to go through the struggles, don't I? And I don't really. I'm not like fans who hide. Okay, I don't hide from defeats. So
That handball.
no, Bradford got a yellow card. End the game already, man. What is this rubbish game? Also, so annoying, man. Like, just lose the game already. Like, no one wants.
And Palace just score against Leicester as well.
Massive goal for the relegation battle. Wow.
Yeah, Palace just score,
Who scored? Zaha. Let me guess, Zaha.
Right, Hunton, back to Crystal Palace, man. What a start. What a start.
If they can hang on now, massive win. That'll be a massive.
There've been so many goals this afternoon, man.
Well, I mean, especially that 4. Yeah, I actually agree with Lemmy from. If we don't win against Chelsea, our season's over. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
No, it's not even. It's like we have to win. It's not a draw or lose. We need to win that game. That's pressure on us now. We've put pressure on us now. If we had just lost 3-1 or if we had just got a draw today, there would have been less pressure. But now we have to win that game. We have to. It's like a must win now. Our seasons. Well, I don't really count this as a success. Even if we get top 4, like it's still. I'm not saying it's a good season. It's been a horrendous season. So, but yeah, top 4. Top 4 is over for me now. I don't see us getting any more. I did say Liverpool 4th. I don't believe anymore. I just don't believe anymore. But
right, corner for Liverpool. Corner for Arsenal. We've been talking too much about Liverpool.
There's loads of comments about Liverpool. That's why.
And we will be talking about Liverpool game. Well, Arsenal game is over now. Well, corner, let's say.
End the game already.
And then the game be over for sure. Straight after. That's it. I cannot see anything else happen now.
I mean, easy winners for Arsenal, really. Once they scored the first, they just dominated. But Leeds were actually good before that. We're going to analyze the game more, but Leeds were actually good before that game, but penalty was a penalty, to be fair. That is...
Yeah, definitely. Silly one, but yeah.
Full time, by the way. Full time.
Yeah, corner. Well, you're probably ahead of me. Clear out by Leeds. That's it. Well, free kick. That's it. Full time, people. Full time, people. Arsenal 4, Leeds United 1. Arsenal still top of the league. And my man, I don't know. Like, let's just quickly do the match review. I will be sharing the screen as well. But look, we've said this before the international break. We said that all the signs is basically saying, this is Arsenal year. After they go knocked out in Europa League, they only got to they only got the Premier League to focus on now, and look, things are looking good for them. They got 9 games left now,
Yeah.
and this was a most needed win.
Yeah.
A massive 3 points for Arsenal. They've got 9 finals to play, my man. And but let's just quickly talk about Arsenal performance today.
They won.
A very slow start from Arsenal. Very good Leeds. Leeds looked excited. Leeds was creating chances. Arsenal did not had like one shot on target in the first 30 minutes. In the first half an hour of the game, Arsenal was actually really struggled to create chances, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, a very, very good play from Gabriel Jesus on his own, inside the box, typical, Brazilian, and then he won the penalty. Yeah, that is a penalty, definitely. Silly from Leeds right back. I think that is a silly one. He should have never done that. I don't think Arsenal would have scored. But look, Arsenal went 1-0 up, and that's it. Game was over. Then Leeds still had, a few chances, but not big chances that like they had before Arsenal went 1-0 up. But then at the beginning of the second half, straight 2-0, then Arsenal was just dominating. Gave Arteta time as well to make a few changes. He rotate the team like as he did today. Rotate with a few players on the bench. We know Saliba's injured. We saw Gabriel Jesus starting for the first time since, I think it was his first start since October, wasn't it? Since he got injured, wasn't it? And good performance by the Brazilian with 2 goals. And good overall, it was good performance by Arsenal. But then because Leeds didn't take the chances, and I thought that looking what Leeds was doing in the first half an hour, they looked excited. They had enough chances to go 1-0 up, and I have the feeling that if Leeds would have gone 1-0 up today, this game would have gone completely different. We're talking exactly the same as Arsenal against Palace.
I feel
that
like
was Arsenal last game, right?
even if Leeds score first, the game would have still been Arsenal dominance. I still think would have been. Arsenal
Even if like we saw today, it's just too much quality. Arsenal has too much quality over Leeds United, and that made a difference again today. And but it was exactly the same thing. Arsenal had a very slow start against Palace. Arsenal had a very slow start today again. That is 2 very slow starts, 2 home games.
I'm just saying that could be a worry, I'm just like if you do that versus Liverpool, I know we're
exactly.
I'm not saying we're awful, I'll be honest, but we do turn up at Anfield in the big games, and I feel like if you do that against Liverpool, who if they turn up, you're going to get beat. So I think fatigue is coming in, but I don't think Arsenal fans care because they're still winning games. Like they don't, as long as they win games, they don't care. But I think that's a concern. It's a little concern to watch out for. But like Arsenal winning games, they still have the quality. So, and this is without Saka, remember. Without Saka, they still won. So, good win. I think Leeds were the better side in the first 8 minutes, and then they got a penalty. Jesus looked at his former self today. So, good win for Arsenal. But that's a sign. That's a worry for me if they do that versus Liverpool. But I don't think they will. I think they're going to have a different mentality because it's Liverpool at Anfield. So, yeah, it's an interesting. That's a problem to watch out for. But I don't see it doing that. I don't see that going on for the whole season.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore because looking Arsenal last game just before the international break and looking them today, they had 2 very slow start games at home, and the quality made the difference against Palace and today again. But then, like when they will be facing with teams with more quality, like teams like City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, their mentality will probably be different. Their attitudes might be different.
And Newcastle as well. I think Newcastle can't because Isak is starting to fire. ASM is causing chaos as well. So I think if you do that, that's a massive point. If they do that versus Newcastle, Liverpool, City, and Chelsea, or Brighton as well. Brighton, watch out for Brighton as well. So they're gonna have a different mentality though. I don't think that this will be a concern. I think they're gonna have a different mentality at Anfield and at the other games. So, but yeah, I think that's the one problem they're having last 2 games. But then again, they have the quality, man. Saka.
Yeah,
And
like
then,
the quality made the difference again today. Like I said, look, the quality against Crystal Palace, they had a very slow start. Today again against Leeds, a very slow start. The quality made the difference. But look, man, when you look at this Arsenal, what they have done so far this season, I've said this a few times, right? I think City clearly has the best squad by far, but Arsenal has been the best team in the Premier League. Has been the team with the most consistent and the team that actually had played the better football.
yeah,
Because this City, right? Some City games you look wow, they look amazing like today, but City has been inconsistent this season, and their
I think,
performance as well hasn't been amazing, like we've seen in the past few years.
I'll be honest,
Obviously, with Haaland in, look at the difference today between. I know we're going to be talking about that, but because we're talking about Arsenal, Arsenal's been this season they've been good in the Premier League, the best team for me. And but when you look at City, City's been ups and downs with their performers. All is all to do with Haaland.
but yeah,
It's
I
all
feel
to do.
nah. I think, I think City put a stamp down at Arsenal today. I know they won today, but City put a warning for Arsenal today. I know people. I think there's been so many warnings from City, but they still drop one. But this, I feel like they're gonna go. The run we've been talking about, I think they're gonna go on it now. But then again, you can't go on a run this season. It can't be possible this season because it's so like a lot of teams fight for relegation. So look, it's interesting. I think City showed a statement, but Arsenal again, slow start, but they still got the win, and that's all they care about really. So yeah, Arsenal deserve the praise today. But look, Arsenal, I set them to win the league. I still think they are. But I feel like the deciding game will be at Anfield. If they can beat Liverpool at Anfield, they're winning the league. I'll
Yeah,
say that.
I've said this against straight after the game against Crystal Palace. I said that if I said they was going to beat Leeds, and I said if they beat even City or Liverpool, I think they're gonna win the league. But I still think City's gonna win, right? I'm still predicting City to win. I'm not changing my prediction, right?
Okay.
I've seen a lot of YouTubers out there, a lot of people on social media. All they do is trying to sell rubbish, bullshit, to get all the attention, to get subscribers, to get followers, right? I'm not that kind of person. I myself, I cannot just come in here and talk nonsense just to have a lot of people watching me, a lot of people giving me rubbish. I'm not that kind of people. And I will not change my mind. For me, I still stick with City winning the Premier League, but the signs looks like it might be Arsenal year.
Because
I'm still
I think
sticking with City
yeah,
to win the
like
league.
City have games where they're amazing, but they somehow drop points. And I feel like Arsenal, they just they just absolutely dominate games, and City just struggle to break team like Palace on last Saturday before international break. They just struggled versus Palace. Arsenal just swept aside Fulham. So I feel like it'll be Arsenal's towel. Everything says it, and it's going to be annoying the Arsenal fans because they're just going to never shut up about, are they? But
Arsenal was always a club that I never used to mind. Didn't had any problems against them. Every time they used to face Barca, we used to cook them with their big daddies. We own Arsenal every time we play Arsenal. But since I decided to come on YouTube and have social media as well, I just cannot stand Arsenal
you know what
fans
makes me?
anymore.
I think AFTV said this. I think there was two. They said, "Would you replace Saka for Mbappe?" You would say, "Yeah, right." They said no, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. And there was an Arsenal fan. I think he was from Arsenal TV as well. He said about this Arsenal trio up front, like Troza, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Saka and stuff, is equal or as good as like Messi, David Villa, and Pedro, Messi, Etu, and
it's,
Henry. And I
it's not
was
even,
like, man,
yeah,
honestly, look,
it's not. It's
this
not
is
even
what I'm
better than
trying to say, my man. People goes on YouTube, on social media, to sell bullshit, to sell like shit, to to get attention. These kind of people needs attention, right? I'm not that kind of people, right? I'm not just gonna come in here and say yes, Saka is better than Messi or is better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you think I'm gonna do that? Of course, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm not that kind of people, and I always try to be as much as real I can,
Right.
and it's always facts. With me, it's always a reality. Even if a lot of people do not agree with me, I don't care. Everything I say, I am 100% right what I'm saying.
Right. How can it
And
be?
I prove as well. I prove the haters wrong.
Right.
99%
It doesn't make
of
sense,
the
right?
time.
Okay, if it's better than Messi, Villa, and the Rock, how is it not better than? I still think our front three was better in its prime than them than it's right
Oh
now.
yeah, Liverpool front three on their prime, Salah, Mane, and Firmino was much
Yeah.
better as Liverpool front
And it's
three.
not, and it's not
Sorry,
even better.
Arsenal.
Like, it's not even better than Messi's thing, Messi's rather than Neymar. And the fact that is, and how can it then? If it's not better than the our Liverpool, how is it better than that? They just don't make sense. FTV and this is why I don't want Arsenal to win the league. They're fans. But if you ask me Arsenal win the league 2 years ago, I've been like, okay, I don't mind it. But then since these Arsenal fans come out, it's just like, just don't win the league. Then they're gonna use the excuse, oh, it's Man City. Watch them use that excuse, innit? So they have to win the league now.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
like I said, like I never used to mind Arsenal as a club
yeah,
and Arsenal fans until I've just opened my YouTube channel and stuff. It's like they were all hiding under their bed for 19 years, and they all of a sudden just come out. They think because they're gonna most likely win the Premier League, they're the biggest club in the world. They're better than anyone's. They can't beat anyone's. Look, these people really seriously need to grow up, right? Yeah, you might go and win the league, and I think if you win it, you deserve. You have been so far the best team in the Premier League this season, but look, chill, relax, right? Relax, because you're not even in the top 6, 7, the best clubs in the world, right? So just relax,
you know what I
relax,
remember?
chill.
I remember one guy on Twitter who I forgot. He said Arteta is better than Klopp because he was the same amount of Premier Leagues. But like, look at the context. I just don't get these Arsenal fans. Okay, they're deluded as hell. But we're just used to it now, aren't we? So it's at this point, it's just
Yeah,
like,
I know, but this is the same Arsenal fans that said they want Arteta out. The
yeah,
same Arsenal fans that want Arteta out is the same Arsenal fans that want Arteta in, right?
yeah.
Exactly the same, right? This is what I say. As football fans, we can be funny sometimes, even myself, right? Like you change your mind from the day to the night so quick like this, right?
Yeah.
Every Arsenal fan was Arteta out, Arteta out, Arteta out. Now you will see Arsenal fans say, I was never Arteta out, right? I always want Arteta in. I always believe. I always trust the progress. I always trust Arteta work. And I was like, now
No,
every fucking single Arsenal fan want Arteta out. There was
no,
not a single Arsenal fan that
no.
I know did not say
I
they want Arteta
I only
in.
respect the Arsenal
Out.
fans.
Sorry.
I only respect the Arsenal that said, "Oh, I was Arteta out." Now I respect what he's done. I only respect the fans that say, "Oh, I was never Arteta out." I literally 95% of the fan base were Arteta out, and now he's come out of nowhere, done this amazing season, and last season was amazing as well. If you look at the context, so these Arsenal fans started hiding. Now they come out this after this amazing season they've had. It's just I don't mind them winning it. It's just their fans. Like it's just their fans. I just don't want them winning it. Arsenal, just because of their fan base. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. But otherwise, let's just quickly look through the stats in here. Big up to everyone who's watching. People, let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Do a massive favor. Bring the likes up on the stream. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you support and subscribe. Really appreciate the love and support. It's been amazing for 10 months. And the poll so far is going 50-50. Wow, I'm surprised. 50-50. Will Arsenal win the Premier League? Well, at the minute it's 50-50. So yeah, let's see. But look, people, let's just quickly look to the stats. Like 6 shot on target, 4 goals, right?
I mean, the stats which I show the game, and that's I don't really believe in the stats. I think we've said this many times. Stats are overrated. I feel like I can't really judge the stats in this game because it was actually tight in the first 30 minutes, and then Arsenal just came out of nowhere, scored that goal, and then they just dominated. So I I can't really define this game by stats. This is one of the games you can't define by stats. You just have to watch it actually to understand how the game went. So yeah, I don't really believe these stats because this game was not a stats game. It was more of a watching. You have to watch it to see how the game went. So
Yeah, true. I agree with you. You know, most of the time, stats is a lie. That's why I don't like checking stats. But a lot of football fans know that all they do is checking stats. All they come out is like with stats, right? That's all most of football fans nowadays do is coming out with stats without coming out with facts, right? Football Ferreira only comes out with facts, and you have to accept that is a reality. In here is always a reality. But look, as you can see in here, the stats, as my man just said, basically, look, it was a very good Leeds in the first half an hour, but this is the Leeds this season. Today, Leeds was the same as Leeds has been this season.
yeah,
Leeds has been so inconsistent this season. I mean, when you look at Leeds squad, right, talent, I think Leeds squads is good.
yeah, especially
They
Western.
should have been doing better.
I
I
mean,
just don't think, and I've said this a few times, the problem is with Leeds is that they haven't got the right manager yet to take the best of the players they got. Because there's a lot of quality in this squad. Yeah, they've been unlucky with a few injuries. Even on, on the Bielsa, they were so unlucky having so many injuries.
I
But
think Bielsa, right? Bielsa almost hit the thing with Bielsa. He was more attacking than defense. He didn't care about the defense. He didn't care if they concede. That's the only problem we had. But they just need They just need that manager that can fix him, and they need a striker. Okay, but we said this when you're like a team like Leeds or Bournemouth, it's so hard to get a striker because there's no strikers out there that will come to Bournemouth or Leeds. It's just how it is. So it's quite hard to get a striker, to be fair, these days in the transfer market. So
yeah, but when you look at this Leeds squad, right, I think there's a lot of quality. The problem is Leeds hasn't had yet a manager that can take the
yeah,
best of these players. And you see how many managers they already had changed this season, and changing the style of football, changing players around. It does not help. And I think Leeds is going to struggle. I believe they might just stay up, but look, they
yeah.
need to.
Because in the relegation, you don't have to be consistent. Like you can lose two on the bounce, you're still going to survive. So that's where the hope comes in for every team in this relegation battle. Like you don't have to be consistent, as you can lose two games and still in this fight. So yeah, I think Leeds, no, survived. My relegation was, I forgot, I think Bournemouth, Everton, and Southampton. So yeah, it's interesting to see Leeds now. This has been their story all season, though. Really, they've done well, and then once they concede the first, it's just they're back.
Yeah, but you've seen that with quite a few teams this season, like Everton. If Everton goes 1-0 up, that's it. You know
Oh, Rokogu! Oh my God!
what?
Oh, look at his comment.
Who?
Oh, Rokogu. Ah, he's a City fan. Okay, he said,
Yeah, I will go through. We will be talking about City and Liverpool. Let's just quickly finish with Arsenal, my people. Really appreciate the love and support. People, don't forget to smash the like on this stream. Make sure if you're new to the channel also to subscribe. Really appreciate the love and support. But yes, it's not only Leeds, but when you look of like teams like Everton, Southampton, Bournemouth, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, they just haven't got anyone that will guarantee them goals. Like this has been the main problem in a lot of teams in the Premier League this season. Having that, like, for City is not a problem because you've got Haaland, right? If Haaland does not play, you go
Alvarez.
Julian Alvarez. Yeah, for me, right? I will say that again, right? And I've said this plenty of times. You heard me saying this lots of times. Some people might gonna call me crazy, but I don't care what they think about me. I don't care what they say about me. Julian Alvarez is a better footballer than Haaland. And I will say this again 5 more times on this live stream, right? And I will say the reasons why. Because I do cut a lot of small clips and I post on my like Instagram and Facebook and stuff and like YouTube shorts. And a lot of people always say, yeah, but you're not giving a reason, right? Remember, it's small clips, but I always give the reasons. And yeah, I've said this lots of times why Julian Alvarez is better than Haaland. And I will say this again once we move into City and Liverpool. And this is the biggest problem we've seen. And looking at football in general, right, nowadays, football is changing massively, right? We don't see many number nines anymore, like goal scorers, like number nines that will guarantee you 25 goals a season, like we used to see like 5, 10, 15 years and like 20 years ago. Like we are seeing a lot less number nines. Like we call number nine that striker that will guarantee you goals, because football is changing so much that that number nine is going away. Slowly they're taking that number nine role away, but we still got a few up there, like players like as a number nine, let's say number nines like Giroud and stuff, players that would still guarantee you goals, proper number nine. But this has been a lot problem with a lot of Premier Leagues teams this season. Not only the Premier League, as we're talking about Arsenal and Leeds, but yeah, Leeds. When you look at Leeds in that first half an hour, right, they was playing well. They didn't let Arsenal create anything. They was closing every single gap, every space. Odegaard was lost. Odegaard could not create anything, and Leeds was creating chances, right? Leeds was creating chances, and what did you think in that first half an hour Leeds miss to score a goal?
The finisher, it's the striker, and look. And the thing is about these relegations, like if you make one mistake versus Arsenal versus City, you're done. So that's where the impact comes in, and these relegation sides just lack. So, but quality exists, and Arsenal have everything about them right now. They're in the stride. So, yeah, I expected this type of game, to be honest. Arsenal were dominant.
I did expect. We actually said, after the Palace game, we did look ahead of this game. We said that it shouldn't be any problem for Arsenal to be
lead. It was a problem in the first 30 minutes, and then Arsenal just scored that goal.
And like clearly, it's not only Leeds, it's a lot teams this season. Problem, their struggle is to score goals. Look at Chelsea, right? Look at Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea. They have the like if you watch their games, they've actually performed well in every game.
They create chances, but they haven't got anyone to score
because they don't have a striker. So, and that's Chelsea we're talking about, guys. Chelsea, who really have loads of money, they decide to spend it on centre backs instead. But yeah, it's weird. It's a weird season because I think even if Man City are the only team I would say, and probably Man United and Man City probably have the clinical. I think Liverpool will have Nunes, who's trying to settle in this team, and Salah's not been great this season. So a lot of teams have not had strikers, like loads of teams I can think of here. Not just relegation sides, there's some other teams as well. So that's how that just shows how bad the striker market is, though. The striker market's so bad; it's so hard to get strikers in. That's how much it's hard, man.
And having City with the two best young strikers in the world, Haaland and Julian Alvarez. How crazy is it? You know how much that City spent for Haaland and Julian Alvarez, right?
Yeah.
Both cost Manchester City less than 100 million, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
And City has the two best young strikers in the world, and also has two strikers for the next easy 10 years, right?
I think Haaland will go to Madrid soon.
Yeah, I do strongly believe eventually Haaland will be leaving. Haaland will be one that move to Madrid or Barca to win Ballon d'Or, right? To win like Champions Leagues and Ballon d'Ors. We know that, if you play for clubs like Madrid and Barca, your chances to win the Ballon d'Or is much higher. This is what I said the other day. I said about Mbappé, right? I rate Mbappé. I think Mbappé is an absolutely amazing, so much quality. I think he's just going to dominate probably on his own for the next 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 10 years. But it does not help him being a Paris Saint-Germain.
Because like
Paris Saint-Germain.
no one will appreciate him. That's the problem. No one will appreciate Mbappe as much as we do because the fact that is he's in the Farmers League. He's not in a league that's competitive. If you go to Madrid or even the Premier League, you have a higher chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. In League 1, you barely have a chance because you need to not focus on League 1 as much because it's not a great league. And the Champions League record is awful as well. So even if I think you said this online, they win 10 leagues in a row. Their fans don't care. They just want to win that Champions League, that amazing Champions League. They don't have the heritage. They have the players. Do they have a heritage? No.
Nope. And they haven't got the mentality. That clubs like Paris Saint-Germain hasn't got the mentality. That mentality that we see in clubs like Madrid, Barca, like I've mentioned in the past, Bayern, to win the Champions League. That club hasn't got a mentality. And until that club hasn't got a mentality, they could sign anyone. They could go and sign Haaland now. They will still not win the Champions League. That club just hasn't got the mentality. And there will be struggle. And you wait until Messi actually leaves. You see all the fans that Paris Saint-Germain has born from Barcelona. They're all going back to Barcelona. No one will care about Paris Saint-Germain anymore. Honestly, if Mbappe stays in there for his next 10 years, he will missing out in a low Ballon
These
d'Or.
PSG fans are so plastic. Like, why are you disrespecting Messi? Who I don't blame him for any of this because he doesn't suit PSG, does he? Like in that, he just doesn't suit the club. And I think he will go Barcelona this summer. There's loads of reports coming out. I think he's.
I have a dream, my man. We will be talking about that tonight, straight after the Barcelona against Elche game. But yeah, I have a dream, and
I kind of hope he goes as well because his story.
So let me quickly give a big shout out to everyone's watching. 24 people, really appreciate the love and support. Please, people, make sure you smash the like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Really appreciate the love and support. Come on, people, bring the likes up. 24 people watching, only 7 likes. Keep smashing the poll. Look, the poll's going strong now, my man. 75% said Arsenal will win the Premier League. I will still stick with my predictions from before the season start. City's gonna win.
After each game, I always change because it's like one game can change your whole. Like Man City today demolished Liverpool 5-1. You're thinking 4-1. Sorry. Oh, it could be a City. The next weekend, just Arsenal beat Liverpool. Oh, they could win the league. So anything can change. Your prediction changes every week, every weekend. It's just gonna be in that final day. I think the title could be over by then, to be honest. If Arsenal keep on winning, because the mad thing is, City can win all their games and still not win the league. So you never know, man. You never know. I think it's Arsenal's title, though. It's written for them, man.
Well, looks like, as much as I don't like it, looks like it's going to be Arsenal, but we'll just wait and see. But I still stick with Manchester City. Let me just quickly, before I move into see where is Leeds right now, and how many games Arsenal has left. Yes, Arsenal has 9 games to go.
9 finals.
We're going to go look Arsenal next few games because they've got tough games coming up. Yeah. And let me just go in the live chat. We've got a few people in here in the live chat. They always show me love, and I always like to show them love. But for now, while I go in the live chat, I will just stop sharing the screen. But people, be nice to Football Ferreira. Make sure you keep bringing the likes up, please. Come on. You're coming into my live stream. I know you like to be noisy always. I don't know. The thing is, right, I have a lot of people coming into my live streams, right, is that it's the same what I do. Like, on my Instagram story, I have so many people checking my story, but they never like my stuff, right? They never follow me, right? On my YouTube channel, I have so many people watching me in most of my streams, right? But they don't subscribe. And I'm telling you, because I can track the I don't know how you call IP, whatever you call, who actually watches on YouTube.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that watch me do not subscribe, and I know basically where they're from, where they're watching me, right? A lot of people that I know from the past, some of my exes as well, they actually watch me, and but otherwise, let's just talk about this. But yeah, people, be nice, subscribe to the channel, smash the like, and we're going to be in here for about an hour. By the way, Lemmy Fromberg was mentioned about Bayer Dortmund. That is the Bundesliga title game. I've got ready, my man. I've got ready. If you want, I'm going to change my camera in a minute and you'll see it. It's on. I'm not watching Chelsea and...
relevant mid-table clash.
I'm not watching Chelsea game. There's no way. I'm watching Bayer Dortmund. By the way, let me just quickly go through what my man said. Lemmy Fromberg, I'm just going to have to let you Liverpool comment for when we review the City Liverpool game, but let me just see what it says in here. Lemmy Fromberg says Gabriel is quality.
Yeah.
Remind me of a young Firmino. Play as a 9, backhand drop to a 10.
It's actually similar because Jesus not the greatest finisher. Firmino not the greatest finisher, but Jesus has the link up. Firmino has the link up. So it's literally the what a player, man. What a signing. That is a
do you know what? I could not agree anymore with Lemmy Fromberg because when you look at Gabriel Jesus, right, even before he got injured, how important he was for Arsenal. He wasn't scoring as many as people expect him because when Arsenal bought Gabriel Jesus in, was to guarantee them goals, right? Was to score goals, yeah. But then his work rate and everything that he was creating, it was just absolutely amazing. We saw again today. He was number 9. He was number 8. He was number 10. He was number 11. Again, that Gabriel Jesus all over, absolutely brilliant work rate. And I thought he did well. Let's not forget, he just come back from a long injury. And Arsenal needed it. Arsenal needed Gabriel Jesus. I know Eddie and Keita did well for a few games. I think Eddie and Keita, at the beginning as well, at the beginning when Gabriel Jesus got injured, Eddie and Keita, he was an absolute unstoppable. He was scoring goals. He was basically doing what Gabriel Jesus was doing. And he was even scoring more goals than Gabriel Jesus. But we know Gabriel Jesus brings a different gravy, a different quality into this Arsenal. Once he get his fitness back again, 100% fit, that all just going to benefit Arsenal, right? I think, like you said, once again.
This game's massive. This game's massive for his confidence as well.
Definitely. And when you look the signings they made, bringing in Jorginho in the winter, I'm not a fan of Jorginho. You guys know that. I don't like Jorginho. I think Jorginho is a fucking shit footballer. I don't care. He's an idiot footballer. I just don't like Jorginho. But look, he's doing well Arsenal so far. But bringing in Trossard, right? Trossard, I think. I've said this already, my man. Trossard for me was probably the smartest signing that I ever remember Arsenal doing.
Yeah, because they could have spent 100 million on Modric. What a waste, by the way. That was a waste from Chelsea. What? And we said to Arsenal fans, calm down, you're looking at Modric. He's not worth it. And we said Trossard's a better signing, and look what's happened. You signed 21 million, perfect signing. Absolutely. And that's brilliant from Arsenal as well. Not signing Modric for 100 million. You've seen him doing what's he doing right now. So yeah, good signing for Arsenal.
Like, my man, I personally think, right, because I don't mean now, it's just too much football on my head, right? He had another assist today, right? What an assist for that Gabriel Jesus second goal, Arsenal third goal, right? I just cannot think properly right now, but I personally think that Trossard is the smartest signing that I remember Arsenal making. I mean, 28 years old, on his prime. He cost, what, 27 million. A player that will be at the top for at least another 5 to 6 years, right? At least, right? Like I just said, on his prime. A player that knew the league so well, was doing brilliant at Brighton. It was just like a common sense, like signing, the smartest signing I probably remember Arsenal doing. I just cannot remember. Like I'm talking about in the smartest way. Probably this is the smartest signing that I remember Arsenal making. Absolutely brilliant. Money value and everything that Trossard is bringing into. And also Arsenal style of football, Trossard style of football. It's just basically it's like bread and butter. Bread and butter. It's just perfect. I thought that was brilliant, guys. like I said, I don't like Arsenal this season because of Arsenal fans,
Yeah.
right? Arsenal was a club that I never mind, right? But I had too many Arsenal fans annoying me. They think they're the biggest club in the world, right? They're not even in the top 7, 8, probably 9 clubs in the world. But look, they're doing an absolutely amazing. I think, like, when you look what Arteta has done as well this season, we actually said that about Arteta already, right? The mentality that, let's not forget, this is the youngest squads. If Arsenal wins the Premier League, that's going to be the youngest squad to ever done it. The youngest squad to ever win the Premier League, right? And the mentality that Arteta is putting into these young players is an absolute brilliant. Some of the reactions that we've seen this season, like Arsenal losing to City, but then all of a sudden, bang, going there, next game back.
You know what
Yeah?
I praise Arsenal for the most? When they went through that period where when they lost to Everton and drew to Brentford, those 2 games you thought the fall off Arsenal. They faced Villa, right? And they lost to City as well. I remember they lost to City after that 3-1. You thought title's done. Not title's done, but you felt like Arsenal would fall off. What a win! That Villa game was a fluky, but that win was more massive than people realized because it wasn't great, but they got the win, and Jorginho somehow did the winner. Technically, well, he didn't, but look, that win was massive. That one, if they didn't win that, I think they wouldn't be here because
you know what? If Arsenal wins the league, I will look back and I said the game that gave Arsenal the title was against Villa.
I think you know what? I think the Bournemouth game, that 2-0. I think Bournemouth as well because
I would say the Bournemouth, but but you expect that one, right? You really expect that one.
Yeah,
even
but
losing 2-0.
For me, those are the 2 games which won Arsenal the league.
But if you have to pick just one, right? When you look at like Bournemouth at home, right? You expect them, even being 2-0 down, you expect Arsenal to come back still, right?
Yeah.
And then
I agree with the Villa ones.
Like Villa game, I'm telling you right now, Arsenal fans, let's say if the Premier League ends now, right? Like today was the last day of the Premier League, yeah? And Arsenal is crowned of the Premier League kings, after 19 years. Arsenal fans will look and say, the game that gave them the title was that game, that comeback, that win away to Aston Villa. And I'm sure there's not going to be a single Arsenal fan out there will disagree with me. If you disagree with me, you've got a problem. You need to call your next doctor. It's Sunday tomorrow, but I'm sure there will be a doctor in there and you need a checkup because you need to agree with me because this is facts in here, right? I don't come on my channel to... Look, I hate coming on my channel to argue with people. Absolutely, I don't like it. But it's just seeing so many clowns out there, right? So many people that come into YouTube on social media to gain followers and subscribers and likes, wherever. All they do is talking crap, bullshit. So then they will have all the attention in the world. I'm not like that, right? If you want to subscribe to my channel, you subscribe to my channel for the facts that I bring, the reality, the truth. Remember that. But yes, I think that game against Villa is absolutely, that's the one. But by the way, going into in a comment with my brother in here. Yes, kick off 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Vamos Dortmund, vamos. I want Dortmund to win, by the way. And my brother says in here, Hukugi, big up to you, my brother. Make sure you smash a like. He says, hello, I remember another 4-1 score today.
How many
we're going to be talking about that, right?
How many times, we can't just say, how many times has he got? How many times has he got? None.
Ooh, what a comeback. I like this, right? This is the kind of stuff that I like. If you want some attention, right, I do. Yeah, I like this because this is the truth, right? How many Champions Leagues you got? That's you come back to him. But don't just come in on YouTube, have a YouTube channel and say, yeah, Saka, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, front three. Arsenal front three is better than Barcelona front three. Lionel Messi, Neymar and Suarez. Lionel Messi, Neymar and Suarez, we're talking about the greatest trio of all time. But by the way, whatever. And my brother says in here, talking about, I'm going to go through. We're going to bring the Liverpool game.
I think Trent, I think Trent makes every winger world class. By the way.
So he said, right? He says that to be basically say I completely
Yeah,
agree on the Man United greatest ever video upload
I
today. That
agree.
was yesterday, my brother. By the way, I posted that yesterday. My Instagram's going mad, but it's fact, right? It's a reality, my brother, right? Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest footballer that ever wore a Manchester United jersey. I don't care. People say to me, Eric Cantona, David Beckham, Wayne Rooney, George Best. I mean, look, Giggs, I do get what people trying to say, right? Because Cristiano Ronaldo did not play at Man United for we're not talking about like what Rooney, how long Rooney was in there, Giggs and stuff. But it doesn't matter. Cristiano Ronaldo, I've said this already, just quickly one. Cristiano Ronaldo could have only played one game for Manchester United. As long as he wore that shirt, he's the greatest to ever wear that Man United shirt. I don't care what people say, and that's fact and a reality. You take it as is, like you drink water, right, from the tap, and accept. It will hurt you less, right? It will hurt you less if you accept Football Ferreira fact. And by the way, people, you need to make sure you be nice to my brother, right? He's the future of Football Ferreira channel. Remember that once Football Ferreira retires, he will be taking over my channel, right? So you guys need to make sure you also be nice to him, right? I know today's not the best day, right? You can't take the piss of him. I'm gonna take the piss of him as well, right? As much as I like him, I'm gonna have to take, I'm gonna have to banter him today for that 4-1. But we're gonna go in there. Relax, Matthew. Relax, because look, it's Saturday, right? Saturday means war, football, live streams, parties, and all that kind of stuff. Football Ferreira loves doing, right? Relax. Let me say, question: Arsenal or City
I
for
think
Premier
Arsenal.
League victory?
I think Arsenal in the league.
All right, I'll let you go. I know you predict Arsenal to win the league, and you keep saying Arsenal's going to win the league. But look, give a better answer to let
Fine.
me from embarrassed.
Arsenal, because you feel like Arsenal in the league. Everything says it, and they're just treating games like easiness, and it's Fulham treated that easy. Palace sloppy start. They won 4-1, beat Leeds again. So it's just like Arsenal have the mentality to win this league. I don't think it's theirs to lose, but I feel like that's I think Arsenal in the league just because they just Man City they're focused on that Champions League. I don't think they're focused on the Prem that much, and that's the thing. I can change it every weekend. That's the problem. Like, I want to change, but I don't want it because every game means I'm gonna change because it's like that's how good this title race is gonna be. So I think Arsenal in the league. So that's
I mean, look, people, I've said this already. That's why my brother asked Arsenal or City. But look, I'm that kind of people that I do not change my mind from the day to the night, right? So I'm just gonna have to stick with City to win the league. But can Arsenal winning? Yeah, they're getting close, and
9-5,
all the signs says that Arsenal looks like it looks like it's going to be Arsenal year. So, but I'm still going to stick with Manchester City. Arsenal fans, do not hate on me, right? Just be nice. If you're nice and you talk facts and sense, I might going to be nice to your club. But if I have all these Arsenal fans in there, like talking so much rubbish, and I try not to swear, right? Because I don't want to get banned from my channel, right? And I just try to control my temper. But when I see people talking absolutely bullshit, nonsense, it drives me mad. It does drive me mad because I'm that kind of football fan that, look, if I have to slag my Barcelona, I do. How many times this season that I've said Xavi fucked off, Xavi has done this and that and that and that, right? Always real in here. This is why there's not another channel on YouTube. A lot of people's going to say, yeah, but you can't speak English. Some of the words you said, you will not understand what you're saying. Yeah, you do understand. You just want to take the mickey of my accent. But guess what? Don't worry, I've got 6 accents. you might not like it, but somebody else might like it. You just don't like the fact that most of you think that Football Ferreira is just cocky. He thinks he's the best. He thinks he's that and that. It's not. It's the reality. It's facts, right? Do you think I want to be in here and argue with people and telling Arsenal fans or telling that I've got a sexy voice? Yeah, if you're telling me I can't speak English, if you're telling me, if you're making fun of my accent, I'm going to say my accent is sexy. And I'm telling you that if I put a poll up, a lot of people are going to find my accent very sexy. So that's it. If you don't take the piece of me, I'm not going to take the piece of you. Simple as that. That's it. And Rukugu says, Mbappe already Paris Saint-Germain top goal scorer at the age of 24. Yeah, he did talk over Cavani. I mean, the guy's just going to break every record at Paris Saint-Germain. But if he wants to maybe get close, he will never be Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo level in terms of what Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi has done in football.
Yeah.
I don't think I think he has the quality, but I just don't think. Look, Mbappe at the age of 24, right? Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of 24, they both had already won Ballon d'Ors. They both had won Champions Leagues and multi other trophies, right? And now they did not won the World Cup at the Mbappe age. Mbappe was a World Cup champion at the age of 18, was he?
Yeah.
19? Yeah, 18, something like that, right? I know Messi has only just won the World Cup at the age of 35. Cristiano Ronaldo has never done it. But look, Mbappe just needs to leave Paris Saint-Germain. That's all I think every football fan wants to see is Mbappe to leave Paris Saint-Germain and Barca Madrid. You know, maybe one of the biggest in England. That's where you're going to see Mbappe winning Ballon d'Ors. At Paris Saint-Germain, his chance, unfortunately, is not that high. Anything you want to say about Mbappe, my Bruno?
Yeah, pretty much everything you said. Pretty much, like Mbappe needs to get out of this plastic club. Otherwise, what they did to Messi, they're gonna do to you, because then they're gonna disrespect you. They're gonna not appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, he has to. I think he will leave PSG. But I think he'll be there next season. But I think he'll leave in 2025, at least.
I believe that Mbappe will not leave Paris Saint-Germain next season. Remember, Mbappe almost gone last summer because he was a free player. You tell me, and I've said this on when I did the live reaction for Liverpool, for France against Ireland. By the way, the Dortmund Bayern just scored.
What?
That was a big mistake from Dortmund goalkeeper. People, just bear with me. I'm going to finish off quickly. Just let me watch the Bayern goal. Bayern's going to win the Bundesliga anyway, but I don't want Bayern to win it, but they're going to win. That's the reality. With Mbappe, I can't remember what I was going to say. Look, anyways, if you want to check out what I said, you need to check my video, subscribe to my channel. Wow, have you seen this mistake, right? My God. A long ball from Upamecano, right? So the keeper just come out, try to clear, and the ball just like bang, next to him. What a big mistake. He just missed. Dortmund keeper missed to clear it out, and that's it. Sané, they even bothered to score. He let Upamecano, because Upamecano was the one who crossed the ball.
Yep, sloppy.
But anyways, just quickly going here. My man says Paris Saint-Germain has not a history. Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain has not a history. Paris Saint-Germain is a small club. I don't care what people say. Fact. Paris Saint-Germain is a small club with a small mentality. That's it. They only got the money. That's it. They're small. Marseille is much bigger than Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
Two Blue Podcasts. Vamos, hermano, carajo, vamos.
Onto the ball. Big up. Yeah.
What is it?
I saw him on Onto the Ball. I was on Onto the Ball channel. I was on the Liverpool watcher. It was depressing, but yeah, I saw him. Big up. Yeah.
Big up to Two Blue Podcast, man. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, Onto the Ball as well. Unfortunately, as I was too busy to watch, but I might catch the podcast tonight or something like that. Let's see. Tomorrow, I don't know. Let me say, Trossard over Modric all day.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even 100 million to 21 million. Who's clear?
Was it 21 or 27?
27, yeah, 27. But 27, 21, whatever it is, still what price you got him for? Brilliant signing. Absolute master. That's probably the best signing Arsenal have done in ages. Like it's
Yeah. I think I've said already. I think, far as I remember, it's too much football in my head. Is that he's the smartest signing that Arsenal have ever done it that I remember.
yeah, I agree.
Trossard over Modric all day long, and it's funny how when Arsenal was doing everything to sign Modric, right? All Arsenal fans were slagging Arteta, slagging Edu, saying, "Why we not sign? We must sign Modric, right? We need to sign Modric." All the Arsenal fans was going mental, right? You was on my live stream with me, and we said, "Arsenal fans, relax, right? Relax, right? He's
No,
nothing
yeah,
special. He's a good player. Yeah, he's good. He's struggling like Chelsea at the minute. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not as good as what Chelsea paid for
100,
him, right?
100 million. You're telling me a player that's only played something like 36 games this season or something like that? Like it's not a good signing. And Arsenal got a master stroke. To be fair, that is credit to Arsenal there.
Yeah. And you remember we said, right? And I said, look, Arsenal fans, relax, yeah? Relax. Don't worry about him, right?
I think what made it worse is they've wanted him for the whole summer and they didn't get him. That's what made it worse. But I think Arsenal fans were worried about the fact that they got the wrong player. But I was like, no, Trossard, he's Premier League experience.
Exactly.
And he knows the Premier League is also what a signing he did.
Oh, yeah, all day long. Absolutely agree with Lemmy from Hamburg. He's watching us. I know he is. He hasn't gotten yet because when he got he always says goodbye to us. I know he's watching Bayern Dortmund like I am watching as well.
Bayern, it's 1-0 Bayern.
Yeah, I mean, what a mistake by Bayern, Dortmund keeper. Just try to clear the ball, but the ball just like it went behind him easy.
Weird.
Crazy. Rukugi says, bro, talking about Champions League, he won't even qualify.
He's talking about me. I mean, I don't know what to say. What do I say to that?
We're going to talk about Manchester City, Liverpool, right?
I don't know what to say to that.
By my time zone, the video was uploaded today, but that was not the point. Yes, all right, brother. I didn't know what you mean. Thank you for the love and support. Bayern here 2-0. Bayern so close to making to the second.
I know, too cool ball.
Bayern is too good. Bayern, I tell you, Bayern's going to knock out Manchester City in the Champions League. I don't care what people say. I'm telling you.
Champions League. It'll be either be
yes, 100%. People, don't forget to bring the likes up on this stream. Vamos, carajo. Right, people, look. Arsenal 4, Leeds United 1. We have review. Let me just quickly share the screen, my man, because we meant to look to just quickly on Leeds.
Yep, they are just about surviving.
Leeds is in big trouble. We
know
Leicester.
You're Leicester. Where the hell are Leicester? West Ham.
They lost a last minute. They lost against Crystal Palace.
Oh, it's 2-0 Bayern, by the way. 2-0 Bayern.
Bayern 2-0. Yeah.
Müller.
And guess who scored?
Müller.
Toma Müller. Toma Müller.
Game over, guys. Bayern are too good for that.
Bayern too good. Like I said, look, I don't like Bayern. Bayern, just go away from my Barcelona life. But look, Arsenal fans also. Look, Arsenal fans, you should hide from Bayern, by the way. I think that might be offside, by the way. But they're just too good. I don't care what people say. Bayern is just too good. And Bayern's going to knock out Manchester City in the Champions League. Easily. Mark my words. That was a corner. That was the Ling header. And then Thomas Müller in a right post. Bang 2-0. Look, Tuchel. Tuchel already telling, baby, come on, baby. Look, people, we need to have a little bit of laugh, right? Be fun and laugh. You should be nice to each other. If you're not nice to me, I'm not going to be nice to you, remember? You should see my Twitter. You're not nice to me, I'm going to get you. I'm telling you, 100%. But, Leeds going to be in big trouble. I think Leeds is in big trouble. Not only Leeds, but...
For me, the surprising was Leicester and West Ham. The teams I thought could be for Europe. Well, Leicester, no. West Ham are the most surprising. I think they'll be challenged for Europe.
West Ham, definitely.
Yeah, but I thought
we knew Leicester would be like this season.
I didn't think we'd this bad. I thought they had enough quality. Madison, Tielemans, Vardy, I'm not. But they just... Villa 1-0 up, by the way. Villa have scored.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah. Let's go. Even Ollie Watkins. It's Ollie Watkins.
So now, right, let me just bring you Arsenal next few games, and then we're going to move into City, Liverpool. Let me tell you this, right? If Chelsea lose today, all the Chelsea fans They're the same as Arsenal fans. That's why they're from north of London. They will all come out and say, Potter out again, right?
No, no.
Chelsea beat Dortmund in the Champions League, beat Leeds and Leicester in the Premier League. All Chelsea fans was like, Potter in, please. Potter is the best manager in the world. You watch, Potter's going to lose to Aston Villa today.
Watch them. No,
Potter out.
watch them beat Madrid. I'm not saying they will. They beat Madrid and they're Potter in. So that they're Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans are the exact same. Like, I think Arsenal fans are worse, just generally because their deluded takes are worse. But they're both like the same level. Like, if they're so mixed, are Potter in, Potter out 1 week. Like, just be consistent. Are you Potter in or Potter out?
Exactly. Stop changing your mind, right? I want to change my mind. I want to change my mind, and I want to say that Arsenal going to win the league, right? But I'm not. I'm going to stick with Manchester City. I am going to stick with Manchester City.
I can understand why you think Man City is still winning it, because they just showed today, which we're going to annotate probably now. So
yeah, we will just straight after this. Let's look Arsenal into next few games, right? Let me quickly look that. Yes, that's Arsenal next few games, right?
Oh my God, this is very good stuff.
This is a big one against Liverpool, right? And I am telling you right now that Arsenal will lose against Liverpool.
No, stop. Let's not do this. Don't get my hopes too high. We're not gonna beat Arsenal. Sorry. We're gonna lose to Arsenal. Yeah, I think Arsenal gonna beat Liverpool. I know a draw. I could see a draw to be there. A draw. I think it'll be a draw.
Arsenal will lose to Liverpool.
You think? I think it'll be. I think I can see.
Mark my words right now, and you know that Football Ferreira doesn't really fail, right? I might fail in a lot of things in my life, but when it comes to football, trust me, my man, you should know me by now. How many live streams have you done with me? And I'm telling you, Liverpool's going to turn up against Arsenal, and Liverpool's going to beat Arsenal.
I hope you're right. I don't see it, but I hope.
You mark my words right now, and I'm going to clip this, right? I'm going to put it as a YouTube show on Instagram. I know I'm going to get a lot of bollocks, but then when they find out the reality, facts, they will all hide back under their beds. As they all do.
I hope you're true. I hope you're right.
Yeah. Liverpool is going to beat Arsenal. You mark my words. Put the money that you've got saved from your mum and your dad's on Liverpool to win, and Liverpool's going to beat Arsenal. I'm telling you right now. But by the way, tough games, as everyone has tough games. I don't think there's not an easy game in football, that's for sure.
West Ham away, right? West Ham away seemed easy. West Ham fight for their lives. Southampton, I think they can beat Southampton. So I think Southampton are just bad overall. I feel like the period is where Man City, Chelsea, and Newcastle. That's the period. I think they'll lose their City, draw versus Chelsea, and lose to Newcastle. I think Newcastle could do them at home. Newcastle. It's 3-0 buying. It's 3-0 buying, guys.
Yeah, I've just seen now. Thomas Muller again.
Sane, guys.
Thomas Muller again. It's just too much quality, man. It's just too much quality.
This is a joke now.
He's too. When Bayer wants, all they do is charge their battery harder, and that's it. They're just too good. Unfortunately, I don't like it. I like Dortmund, but look,
yeah, I mean,
it's too good.
They always beat Barcelona somehow.
There was a Sané shot outside the box. Keeper save it, but then the ball went straight to Muller, just in there, bang, 3-0.
Yep.
Look, my people, here's what it is. Look, just quickly in here, and I've said this, right? If Arsenal manage to get 3 points, even against City or Liverpool, if they manage to beat one of these two, I think I probably will say, yeah, Arsenal will win the Premier League now.
No, I think they won't win either of them. But if they can just get I would say the best. If they can at least get 3 points out of that, not 3 points, get at least 4 to 3 points, that's a success. Because I feel like because I can see them beating us. To be honest, I have no hope, and I think they'll probably draw by City or lose. So if they get 3 points out of that 6, that'll be a success for me.
I think if they do manage to get 3 points, like you're saying, out of that 6, they probably will win it. But look, people, let's just quickly do the
Oh,
City, Liverpool. But Bayer is destroying them, man. Nearly 4-0 again.
can I just this game's done now.
Right.
Yeah.
But man,
Uh,
let's talk a bit of this game,
um,
right?
um,
You probably watch better than me and properly, so
I have
tell
no
me,
way.
man, as a Liverpool fan, man.
It was quite bad to watch. We started I'll be honest, we started the game decent. I mean, I saw the style we were going with. We were trying to counter attack City. It it did work. Mo Salah quality finish. That was a brilliant finish, by the way. It was. I thought it was offside to be fair. I thought it was offside, but when you actually look at it, Akanji kept him on, and we were 1-0 up. Right, we had belief. And then Julian Alvarez, oh, he is so good, man. Julian Alvarez, what a player! He scores a tap in, people will say, but it's hard to get in that position a lot. It's not easy as you think. Then they scored, and then it was 1-1 at half time. I thought, okay, not bad. There's still hope in this. And it's, yeah, big up. Second half starts, they score straight away, and I'm really angry with that. And then they just controlled the game. Scored a third, and the fourth one. So it was no fight after the second goal, really. We didn't show anything after that second goal we conceded, really. It was really bad. And look, where do we go from here? I don't know. We're probably going to lose versus Chelsea midweek, knowing Liverpool. We're probably going to lose. I mean, I think we have a chance of beating Chelsea, to be fair, because Chelsea, they have nothing to fight for. And then we face Arsenal now. I don't think we'll be Arsenal, but
When you look, my man, when you look at Liverpool and Chelsea this season, you cannot take much from one or other. I mean, they both has been absolutely shocking this season.
last time we faced, it was, trust me, it was such a boring game. It was literally zero quality. What the? And I don't see it being the same, but I think it could be similar. Like, I don't think there'll be any excitement. It'll just be, I could see a draw in that because it's like Chelsea and Liverpool both been awful this season, not like themselves. So yeah, just the Man City game was awful to watch because the first half we did well. Second half, but then again, you have to give praise to City, man. City just absolutely destroyed us. They just absolutely demolished us. They showed why they're in this title race. Really, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, when you look, Liverpool went 1-0 up, right? And then you look at that first half an hour, but then when City got the goal back with Julian Alvarez, you've mentioned, the game was just absolutely completely different. It was like that first City goal destroyed Liverpool completely. From that minute that City made 1-0, Liverpool game was finished.
No, I wouldn't say that goal killed it. I think the second goal mostly killed it because that was
The key.
Yeah.
The second goal was key,
Yeah.
but I just had the feeling when like City scored our first goal, it was just even before half time, and then when you saw straight in the second half, De Bruyne made into 2-1. You
know
knew.
what? I just want to say on KDB, what a player! Kevin De Bruyne is an absolute beast, and no Haaland, no problem really. But KDB, what a player! I just want to say about KDB real quick, man.
De Bruyne is just an absolute world class player.
When he's on it. But I feel like I don't want to use this as an excuse, but I feel like it was all Man City for me. Man City just when Man City play like that, no team wins. Like literally, no team wins. And when City play like that, it's unstoppable. It's literally you can't stop it. It's maybe Madrid, because Madrid can use you, but except Madrid, I can't see any team stopping how they just destroyed us. So I think any team gets destroyed like that if it's them, because that's how good Man City were that second half. They just absolutely destroyed us. But it was a disgrace from Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what I'm trying to say is that City first goal it wasn't the key moment. The key moment was the second goal, because that Kevin De Bruyne second goal was game over for Liverpool. There wasn't any reaction from the first goal. And when you saw that you as a Liverpool fan, right? what was the feeling you had when you saw City scoring the second goal by De Bruyne?
I mean, I saw I wasn't losing, but I still thought we could do something. But then again, I thought with Man City, I think Man City were the better side overall. The whole 90 minutes, it was
Oh
just
yeah,
go.
by far.
We were going defensive football, which I actually liked because we had to go defensive because Man City, when you go toe-to-toe with Man City, you get demolished. We got demolished either way. But I can understand what Klopp was doing. I do blame the players for this defeat more because I feel like Klopp did the right tactics, right team he could use, and the players showed no fight, no passion. And I knew Man City would kind of dominate and win like at that stage because I feel like Man City were going to use that momentum. They were the better team overall. And look, Man City deserved the win. We didn't deserve anything. Our players just did not show any fight, and it's a poor result. And it's still looking good. But Man City, when they scored, I knew they would dominate, and the best we could get is a draw, and that's the best. So yeah, I mean, I knew it was game over from that. I knew the win was out the door once they scored because it was done from then, the win.
You need a lot of changes in the summer. I think, like we've said already, like that midfield. You saw again that midfield today. You saw your defense today, and how many times I keep saying that Liverpool really needs a right back in the
I
summer.
you know, I've somehow I've backed Trent a lot. I've tried to back him. I can't anymore. I sadly can't because he's the first goal. Where was Trent? Grealish was on his own. Okay, why was Trent in the middle? Explain that.
That is his position, right? That is where he needs to be, right? I've said this a few times, right? I said Trez Arnold, right, going forwards, is an absolutely genius. The kid has so much quality, but unfortunately, he cannot defend. And for you to be a top right back, you need to know how to defend fast. Never mind how good you are attacking, your priority is to defend as a right back. And clearly, he can defend. And I think Klopp should be moving him forwards.
You know what? And this comes to Rukogu's comment, right? Trent made Grealish look like a world-class player today. He makes every player look world class, by the way. He makes every player turn him. He made Matoma look like the next Neymar. He made literally every left winger he faced look like the next player. So like at this point, I don't think we should sell Trent, but there are discussions I would say because it's like
Vinicius Junior is the next Ballon d'Or as well.
Yeah, like I would say Trent, he's faced some tough people, but he's got done by easy people at the same time. Zaha, I forgot the Palace game. I think he got sent back. Modric just absolutely skinned him in that Madrid game. Today, Grealish, we made £100 million flop look like a world class player. Like that's how bad Trent was today. And I don't think we should. For me, right, Trent is in a position where I would say I'll give him the next season if he doesn't do it because this is Trent standards. He's only got like 4 assists this season, like 3 assists, 4 assists. Then that for
3
Trent,
or 4, yeah, something like that.
For Trent standards, that's Trent. That's such a bad season. And when you don't, and I think people hating on Trent more because when he has no creativity about him, what does he have? I would say he has nothing about him except creativity. But like, look, Trent. I think everyone knows the problem with Trent since day one. Well, I say this season, the start of the season, he's been awful. Like he's not been able to defend. So yeah, I mean, I think we need to put up Robertson.
Man, you as a Liverpool fan, and you've said this a few times. Trez is not just the only problem at Liverpool. I think he's basically like all the injuries you had this season, like the midfield that you should have brought in midfielders. You should have started rebuild the squads and many more things that we've been talking about. But when you look again, the reaction from this Liverpool team today is just not. Unfortunately,
we just gave up. Like we just gave up after 2-1. If you actually look at us, we just walked after 2-1. Like there was no passion or desire. And I'll be honest, I would say if there's summer incomings, if we get some players in, Trent will be a better player because I feel like for Trent to be good, he needs a good midfielder. next to him at least, because Henderson, get him at my club, please. Henderson offers okay, fine, he offers leadership. Except that we have Milner, Milner showed more passion in 5 minutes than the whole team. That's how bad we were. And I would rather keep Milner than Henderson, because Milner, he plays decent. Henderson does absolutely nothing. And I feel like Harvey Elliott as well. He's a right winger more. He's not a midfielder.
Yep, correct, my man. And Liverpool just needs a lot of changes next summer. But can you see Liverpool finish top four, as it will be key for the club to finish in the top four to make sure they got Champions League football next season? Can you see it?
I said in my predictions. More optimism, yes, but honestly, no. Especially with the gap Newcastle can put on there, I think they could go something like 10 points clear, and that does seem like a impossible gap to get. For me, Newcastle need to drop off mad if we have any chance. And yeah, if you asked me after the Bournemouth game, I would have said yeah. Now, if the thing is, I would have said yes if we didn't get demolished 4-1. If we just got beat 2-1 or 3-1, I'd been like, all right, let's still hope. But the fact that it's 4-1, it just makes it, and there was no passion after that second goal. So no, my answer to getting top four, probably not. I think Tottenham might get Newcastle. I don't think we're out of it, but it's gonna be a hard task getting top four now. Really.
Very, very hard. Very hard. I said this a few weeks back, and I said, I predict Liverpool to get into the top four, but I just cannot see that happen now, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I have no words literally, because this is like what. The thing I would say is top four, you don't have to be very consistent to get top four. So
not this season.
Yeah, like you don't. Newcastle will drop points, all right. But I feel like that Chelsea game is massive now. That Chelsea game is like a cup final, pretty much for top four. Like, I don't think this season's been a failure. I've said this a lot. Even if we get top four, poor season, I'm not going to deny that. Okay, poor season either way. But we need to beat Chelsea now. That Chelsea game's a must-win. Otherwise, say goodbye to top four. Top four's gone. And I feel like we need to beat Arsenal as well. Beat Arsenal and Chelsea. We're back in this top four race. We don't beat both of them, we're done. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Before we're talking about some of the performance from some of the City players today, like Kevin De Bruyne is just a different gravy. What a footballer! And I need to talk about Julian Alvarez, right? As you guys know, I'm a massive fan of Julian Alvarez. Let me just quickly go through in a live chat. Ben Salah says, "Big up to you, by the way, my brother." Says, "Hi, will you be back on Sava Talk Football channel? I think you will be perfect fit." Most likely not, because this is the kind of people that, I don't really want to say like stuff on my YouTube channel. Like, I'm live, people. It's like sometimes I hate talking about my private life, but I just go mad with some of the stuff that goes on. Sometimes I feel like I have to say, it just comes out from my head, but anyways, I don't know. I don't think I will, my brother, but who knows? You never know. And also he says, do you guys think Nagelsmann going to Chelsea and Potter to Tottenham?
No.
Nah, my
What
brother.
the hell is that? First of all,
Nagelsmann to Tottenham might be possible. It seems like.
I feel like if Potter gets sacked, I can see Nagelsmann to Chelsea. But I don't see Chelsea sacking Potter. And I don't think Potter would want to go to Tottenham, because he knows what Tottenham.
Yeah, even if Chelsea sacks Potter, I cannot see Tottenham going after Potter.
Yeah.
Could you?
No, I mean, he's not. I think they will learn Tottenham. I think Nagelsmann's the right appointment. If they can get him in, good appointment. But I feel like with these owners, Levy and them lot, you're not going to get success. You're just not. Even if just a Klopp or Pep comes in, you're not going to get success. Because with these owners, you're not going to get any success.
Yeah, so, it's hard with having Levy in charge of Tottenham. But look, Nagelsmann, I'm a big fan of his style of football. He plays very attractive football. Any of the teams that he's gone, he's he had played good football. Would he suit Tottenham? Yeah, he would. His style of football is brilliant, but I don't know what's going to happen, man. It's hard
But
to
Tottenham,
say. A
even if
club like Tottenham, it's hard to say who they're going to sign. And the biggest question is who actually wants to manage a Tottenham. That is the actually biggest question.
what Conte just made Spurs even worse. He said the problems with Spurs, the owners, the success you're gonna get, and now that doesn't help Spurs that Conte did that because as the managers are gonna see what Conte said and said, okay, I'm not going Spurs. What's the point? Like Conte has just done a madness about Spurs, and I do blame Conte for everything. He did do some bad stuff, but he did say the truth. He did say the truth about Tottenham. So that doesn't help Tottenham now because who they're gonna get in. So it's not good for Tottenham now. That
No,
Conte.
it's not good for Tottenham. And the thing is, like, come on, it's like I just don't know what to say about Tottenham anymore. You
No,
look
it's
at
been good.
a club that who has won what one trophy in the last 25 years, a club who had one of the greatest managers of all time, Jose Mourinho, a club that has one of the best football stadiums in the world, a club that makes a lot of money, a club that growing with a large fan base outside the UK, a club that basically has everything to become bigger than they is, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, that bold man, he just does not care. That's the reality. He does
Yeah.
not care about the fans.
He's gonna make Kane suffer now because I know Kane's not gonna go this summer because Levy's gonna keep him in. He's gonna trap Kane in this horror team, and that I don't feel bad for Kane to be honest because he signed the new contract, right? It's his fault that he signed a new contract. Now he's gonna stay until 2024. We're gonna have to wait. So yeah, it's not looking good at all.
It's not easy. And also, my brother in here says, what are your predictions for top four two? But by the way, let's quickly go back to this one in here, right? As he's mentioned Nagelsmann and Porter, and I've mentioned about Luis Enrique and Pochettino, right? Because someone's asked me, because I made a small clip about, you know, Nagelsmann, Luis Enrique, or Pochettino, and I said in a long-term project, Luis Enrique would suit Tottenham better. But in terms of style of football, Nagelsmann, yeah. And it does not make sense bringing Pochettino back. And he said, why does it not make sense bringing Pochettino back, right? But I did say that on the same stream, but because you can only have like 60 seconds in one YouTube show, that was after when I said, like, it's basically you going back to your ex, yeah? Basically, it's like you going back to your ex and everything's going to go back to the same as before.
You know,
Nothing's
you
going to
know what?
change, right?
And you know what?
That's what I said. That's what I'm trying. When you look at Pochettino, right? I'm not saying he was bad at Tottenham, right? He was very, very bad, but he actually bottled a few times. Tottenham reached a Champions League final, right? Tottenham reached a Champions League final only because Tottenham was very lucky. Very, very lucky. That semi-final against Ajax, right? That was probably one of the most lucky semi-finals I remember. Probably going back to Barcelona Inter, Barcelona against Chelsea, but Tottenham was just lucky,
No,
right? Pochettino bottled a few times,
it's a
and
comeback, man. You can't. No. I look.
what?
They were very lucky, but it's a comeback, man. The way
Yeah, I do get my man. What you're trying to say? Comeback is a comeback. Fair play. You should give credit to a comeback like that. But come on, when you watch both legs, I remember I've
yeah,
watched. Come on, Tottenham was so like Ajax dominate them.
Ajax deserve to go through. Ajax were the
Man,
best.
they destroyed Tottenham in both games. Man, the amount of chances they create,
And you know
Tottenham
what
was
I
just
blame
like.
Pochettino for? I remember the Champions League final against us here. He started an unfit Harry Kane. Why did you not start Lucas Moura, who was in form, right?
He
So
was, and after that semi-final against Ajax,
like and plus if Kane was fully fit, I would understand. But Kane wasn't even fully fit. Why would you risk him? So yeah, it just doesn't make sense. But I do think there was attractive football about Spurs, but they didn't win any trophies, and that's just truth. They just didn't win any trophies.
for you to succeed in football, you have to win trophies.
Yeah.
That's it. And Pochettino, I'm not a fan of Pochettino. I have never been fan of Pochettino. But look, there's a lot of Tottenham fans out there still begging for Pochettino back.
I mean,
But
somehow, Pochettino. I mean, he didn't somehow sign. Somehow, I feel like Pochettino was a bit unlucky because he didn't get the backing of the Champions League final. I still think he should have stayed. But then again, it's going to be the same old story with Pochettino. Good start, no trophies. So yeah, it's not.
and he says if Kane signs, he's a
Yeah,
loser. To be
yeah.
fair, to be honest, true. If he didn't start Kane, they would have said why you didn't start
That's the
Kane.
problem with Spurs fans. That literally that is a perfect scenario. If they start, they said they started Kane about why didn't Moura start? You start. Why did they say it didn't start you? Harry Kane. They said, oh, we should have started. We should have started him. So that's the
Yeah.
thing about Spurs fans, man.
You cannot win basically, innit?
Yeah. I feel like we would have still won that Champions League final, but I think it would have been much more harder for us because I
It
feel
wasn't a great Champions League final. Let's be
Oh,
honest. It wasn't a
it
good
was.
football game to
I remember
watch.
that. It was like we scored early and then it was
Yeah.
us control. We controlled half of the game and then Spurs started to attack, but then they didn't do anything. They didn't have any clear cut. So it was such a boring final. I was still happy when we won it, but it was such a boring final for a neutral because it was like only the team that was doing something was Liverpool, who were actually doing something, but then Spurs were defending half the time. Yeah.
True. But just quickly going to Liverpool, City Liverpool, right? Another very shocking performance by Liverpool. That is Liverpool this season. Liverpool today against Manchester City is Liverpool this season. And
I thought we would turn up to them because I said to you, I don't know if I said this to you, but we usually turn up in big games, right? That's the usual thing. We turn up. And I think we did turn up for the first 30 minutes. We scored. And then once City scored, we were just like scared. I don't know what it was. They scored. We just gave up. And I just want to say on the Klopp out thing, right? You know what some guy said on, I forgot which one. He said, if Klopp gets sacked, Nagelsmann should come in. If Klopp gets sacked, I think if Klopp does get sacked, I don't think he will. I think Nagelsmann's the only option. I mean, if you're looking for long-term longevity, Nagelsmann's the best option. But then a sacking Klopp would be such a mistake because if Klopp can't succeed with the money he's getting, how does Nagelsmann succeed? Just doesn't make sense. See, because of one bad season, this is on the owners. Because I don't blame Klopp anymore for this. This is not like at this point you really can't blame Klopp. It's just everything wrong.
he's trying, at least he's trying, but you've been having so many injuries this season and you've been very unlucky with injury, but look, the club hasn't banked him because you knew that you need to start rebuild the squads. Not from last summer, but
yeah, they've used Klopp as that excuse not to get anyone. They've used Klopp as that excuse. Oh, we don't need anyone. And you know what I do think? When we won the league, we didn't strengthen that year for some reason. We should have bought because last summer we should have bought a Ugarte or something. Because if we just bought that Mateus Nunes in, I would have been like, okay, was expecting a bit more, but I'd have been like, all right, decent signing considering we'll get Jude Bellingham next season. All right, but we didn't get anyone in, and it's cost us massively. And if we don't get Jude Bellingham in, it's a disgrace because we've waited a year for him and we don't get him. So it just doesn't make sense. Our owners won't back Klopp unless we sell a big asset. And if I could see us selling a big asset if we don't get backed because it's just annoying that we have these owners because they actually lied to us. They said they were going to sell the club. They didn't sell the club, did they? They were just trying to make the fans think, oh, you're selling the club to get away from the owners. They think they're cheeky, these owners, right?
yeah, they will not sell Liverpool for sure. And just quickly, 5 minutes before we go, my man, because we need to get our dinner ready. Enjoying watching Bayern game. Well, I'm not enjoying because I want Dortmund to win. Chelsea as well. They're losing at halftime to Villa 1-0. So we're gonna concentrate watching the second half of this both games. Then we're gonna do the Barcelona game later. I know La Liga is almost over, but Still always to
Barcelona,
talk about. It's
it's your
my
team.
club as well, and
It's your team, man. You can't leave your team out.
oh yeah, it's my club. So of course, and just a quickly one, right? With Julian Alvarez, right? There was a lot of people on social media saying because Haaland was injured, Haaland wasn't going to play against Liverpool. Liverpool was going to win just because they haven't got Haaland, right? Let me just quickly say this because I need to get this as a small clip to post on my social media. The hate is gonna hate, but that's a reality, and I'm not changing my mind, right? Julian Alvarez suits Manchester City's style of football better than Haaland. Overall, Julian Alvarez is a better footballer than Haaland, right? Haaland is a better finisher, yes, but Haaland is a better footballer, right? Don't get confused what I'm trying to say. Julian Alvarez is a better footballer, and I've said this through the World Cup, before the World Cup, and after the World Cup, right? Julian Alvarez is the most annoying striker for any defender out there. Between lines, how to break lines between defenders and midfield. He is the best striker out there.
And this is the thing.
Julian Alvarez work rate is just brilliant. I'm a massive fan of Julian Alvarez. There's a lot of quality out there. He can score. He can create. He's dangerous.
I mean,
He's a hard worker for any defender out there, and
But-
he's very young still. Between lines, is the best striker in the world.
Yeah,
And I will not change my mind.
like how the thing is, right? Even after I heard Haaland was out, I was still scared of Alvarez, to be honest, because I knew
We've mentioned that. You remember?
I was like, okay, Haaland's out, good, decent, but it's like people were saying easy win. I was like, there's not going to be easy win. Okay, we're gonna, and look, and Alvarez was causing chaos in our box, and I think he did that assist or that ball to I forgot who in that Mahrez. What a ball that was, by the way, to Mahrez. And I will say this, actually, I think he's a better footballer than Haaland, but I think Haaland's more of a better finisher, and his finishing will just win over Alvarez. But just say Haaland goes, don't worry, City. You have Alvarez, who's young, and he can be that replacement for Haaland. Like, I'm not saying he's as good as Haaland, but he can be that replacement in terms of that future. So,
100%. Couldn't agree with you anymore. We've said this lots of times, and yeah, Julian Alvarez suits Manchester City style of football better than Haaland. Julian Alvarez is a better footballer than Haaland. But Haaland, I have to agree with you. Yeah, Haaland is a better finish. But if you ask me, would you take Haaland or Julian Alvarez? I take Julian Alvarez all day long.
It depends what style you're going. If you're going with like a poacher who's just there in the box, Haaland, obviously. If you're going for like an overall play, like a Firmino role, something like that, put it Alvarez because of the fact that is he can link up, he can do a ball sometimes, he can do a header sometimes, and he can finish. And I don't think he's the greatest finisher, but he can finish. When he has a chance on the play, he does usually be a finisher. So yeah, if it depends on what your style is. If it's more poacher wise, Haaland. If it's more of a link up play, or Alvarez for me.
Very true. I agree with you, and that is fact. And you're making a very good point there. But yeah, my man, look, I know it's not the best day for you as a Liverpool fan, but look, he's where he is. Look, my man, life is like this. You can't always win. You knew that you're gonna have to have a season like this, very, very bad season. But look, keep it up, my man. Liverpool is one of the greatest clubs in the world. They will come back for sure.
Yeah.
We've done Arsenal Leeds today. We're gonna bring. I miss this. Look, I've missed this so much, right?
Even if we lose, I've just missed streaming. It's like, it felt like a year we haven't streamed. I don't know what it is.
I know. I thought I need that break, that international break.
That was. I remember the Ireland game we were doing. That was such a dead stream. Like, what was great about Ireland? Ireland France was most dead. International break was dead. Premier League is bad.
That was a most needed. That was a most needed break for I because it's been 10 months since I opened my YouTube channel and did not stop. But look, first of all, I want to thank you for all the love and support.
Yeah.
Like I said, this channel is also yours, not just mine. And I cannot thank you enough. You know, behind the scenes, as we said, I always thank you for all the love and support. You're really, you're making me a better YouTuber. You're making my channel grow. People really loves you. They love you know, they always love hearing from you. And yeah, a big thank you to you and every single one of you that always support me. 2,000 over 2,000 subscribers in 10 months, right? And actually, I never thought I would have been with 2,000 subscribers after 10 months. I never thought I would reach these numbers after 10 months. But yes, I mean, I put a lot of work into it. Do I deserve? I'm not sure if I should be saying this. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, because I put a lot of hard work into it. I always ask people, I don't ask for any money. All I ask you guys to support the channel by subscribing and liking the stream. But yes, I might have lost other things in life because of YouTube. I don't know. Future will say. Future will tell. Yeah, only the future will tell. Time will tell that everything that I left behind, that was quite a lot, private stuff that I left behind just because of YouTube. Time will tell if I made the right decision or not. But I will not regret starting a YouTube channel, that's for sure. Because it's something that it was in my mind for many years ago. And yeah, I'm enjoying. I love this. We agree, we disagree. It's part of football. It's part of life. We will always, you know, agree and disagree. We're gonna dislike and like each other. This is all part, not just football or talking about football, but this is also part of life. But look, people, a big thank you to every single one of you. I cannot thank you guys enough. There's more to come. My next goal is by the end of the year to reach 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, it's hard, but it's nothing is impossible. Remember, nothing is impossible, and giving up is not solution. And I believe I will get 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year because I will keep going, hard work, putting into my YouTube channel with all your support and love. I know I can. If the others can, if you can, I can. That's for sure. We all can. Always believe. But man, anything you want to say before you go?
Make sure you like us as well. For it is free. Make sure you join Barca tonight. Hopefully, Barca lose to take our misery off. Yeah, just joking. I don't really care about the Liga, but look, it's a stream for Barca. Of course, yes, stream Barca. It's his club. So yeah, make sure you join that tonight. Yeah, but make sure you like and subscribe for Ferreira. It's free. Just subscribe, man. It's free. Liking is free as well. So yeah, I mean, thanks guys for subscribing as well. It is. Look, hopefully we get to 10. Hopefully, loads of more subscribers come, and yeah, it's just great having people here. And yeah, make sure you join Barca tonight because you know it's Barcelona, big club. So yeah, it's you have to join. This feels like,
and we will for sure reach 10,000 together, and
yeah.
with everyone love and support, and I'm sure we will reach 10,000 subscribers until the end of the year. But yeah, big thank you to you, my man. Again, I'll see you very soon for the Barcelona game tonight. Live reaction, match review straight after, and Visca Barca always. Arsenal 4, Leeds United 1. And yeah, people, thank you so much. On your way out, please make sure you smash the like. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it. And I'll see you guys very soon. God bless every single one of you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday night. Plenty of football. The real football is back. And Football Ferreira and Dalival is back. I'll see you guys very soon. Merci, muchas gracias. Thank you, obrigado. You might think I can't speak English, but I do speak a few languages, you know. Thank you, merci, bye bye, ciao, 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 vamos, 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 vamos.